thing wobbin', wobbin', wobbin'. When I come around, got the whole thing wobbin'.
With another video today, I'm going to show you guys how to save a ton of coins. Now, if you guys didn't know, what's going to happen is on this Friday, the 20th of October, is when we're going to be getting the most feared promos. So, if you guys have noticed the market a little bit, you'll definitely notice that it's taking a little bit of dip. And I'm going to show you guys why, and also why you should be selling your cards right now. So as you guys can see, my team, unfortunately for me, most of my team is literally my team is NAT. This is Madden NAT 18. You take a look at my offensive line, I'm probably going to sell Brandon Brooks. Now what you're going to want to do is basically sell, you could sell your entire team honestly, if you wanted to, but what I'm going to do is just sell my most expensive card. So Brandon Brooks, he's probably going to get sold. Go over to the defense. You see here, we got Tyrann Mathieu, Eric Berry, we got CJ Mosley. Those three are probably all going to be gone. Take a look down at the defensive line. All these guys are in a T. My defensive backs, I'll probably sell, I'll probably keep my defensive backs, honestly, maybe Byron Maxwell. He's pretty cheap though, so he probably won't fall that much. But basically, what you're going to want to do is sell either your entire team or just your most expensive cards. Now the reason you're going to do this is because with new promos, and also especially with the most feared promo, there's going to be a huge dip in price. Now the reason why is because of the fact that we're going to need a ton of new cards, and they're going to be pretty high overall cards. So say this Brandon Brooks ain't none overall, we could get a 91 overall most feared card, and because they're most feared cards, they're probably going to be a little bit easier to get than legends. So with the high overall cards, they get thrown up in the auction box. Of course, the low overall cards are going to get thrown up more to sell so people can upgrade, and their prices are going to take a huge dip. So now actually might not be a bad time to just sell your entire team. Honestly, with most fear promo, something they've been doing the last couple of years is the players actually grow in size to like 8 feet tall or whatever for like a couple of days, I believe, during Halloween. So that's very, very cool, and it's also very fun to use those guys when they're super tall, and their stats are absolutely amazing. Playing online with them, if your opponent does not have like a most feared cornerback, you are so screwed. If you have even a silver most feared wide receiver that's like 7'2", because you're just going to get mossed, or they're going to have like 95 speed. You're going to see people with teams that are like 96 overall win the most feared promos. And also especially because of the fact that we're probably going to get like a JJ Watt, some type of safety, maybe a Cam Chancellor, wide receivers, maybe like a Odell Beckham. Just we're going to get a ton of high overall guys and a ton of big name guys that are going to make their other cards go down in price. Number one cards I would be trying to sell right now, if you have these, are definitely the legends, because these legends are probably going to take a big dip in price. Now, I'd imagine the most feared promo probably going to get 93 overall, 92, maybe a 94 overall card, maybe just like one. Now, the thing is with the most feared is that because of the fact there's going to be, if they do it just like the last couple of years, what it's going to be is they're going to have limited time most feared cards in packs. Now they might have like a JJ Watt or something. What he's going to do is you'll probably be like a 93 overall to start, but for about 3 days, his price will go sky high, because on those 3 days, when he's enraged, he'll probably be like a 97, 98, 99 overall card. And that card's going to be absolutely insane. Now, because of the fact that there's going to be a couple of these, they might be limited or they might be limited time. Now, if they're limited, they're probably going to be limited to about 50 and maybe 25 to 50 of them. So, if you get a JJ Watt a right end, and say JJ Watt is a 93 overall, first off, right, JJ Watt, if you have the base JJ Watt, so the highest, probably the most expensive right in the game is this Richard Dent. He's going for 787,000 coins. Now, if you take a look down here, I believe JJ Watt is a 90 overall this year. If you take a look at how much JJ Watt is his base elite, if we can find him, he's about 330,000 coins. Now, if we get a most feared JJ Watt for, that's like a 93 overall, this card is probably going to go down to about 250k or less. This card is going to drop a ton in coins, and so are these other right ends right here. Now, if you take a look at the Richard Dent, who's going for about 700,000 coins, if there's, more than 4 JJ Watts, and JJ Watt's probably going to be better than this Richard Dent might take a huge dip in price, maybe down to like 600k or even less. And this goes not just for the right end position, but honestly for literally all the positions. Now, you'll probably notice that the market is getting a little bit cheaper. Like the Mike Vick is already down to 2.3 million coins when he was like 4.5 last week. Now, of course, Randall Cunningham did just come out with 86 speed, 91 throw power, 86 short, and 84 medium width, and 88 deep accuracy. Now, if you take a look at the other quarterbacks, which is the #1 position that I'm going to be looking at to pick up during the Most Feared promo, now you have to realize that they're going to drop, some sort of quarterback. Maybe an Aaron Rodgers because he did just get injured and he might be out for the rest of the year. And I don't think he's gotten an upgrade yet, so I could definitely see an Aaron Rodgers Most Feared card. So be on the lookout for that. And if that card drops, definitely see some quarterbacks falling in price here. Now, Aaron Rodgers' throwing stats can be absolutely amazing, so you could see Derek Carr go all the way down to like 200k. These Mud Hero QBs down to like 250k or less. A lot of people are going to take a big different price, over 10%. So selling them right now, say you have a card that's worth 100,000 coins right now, you sell it, after tax you only get 90,000 coins, they could fall all the way down to like 70 to 60,000 coins, making about 10 to 20k profit off of just selling them. Now, you probably want to do this within the next couple of days. You don't have to do it today, but the sooner you sell your team, the higher the market's going to be, especially the later you wait in the week, like Tuesdays. The market's going to be pretty cheap because of the fact that we have the new team of the weeks, and because the new team of the weeks, obviously the market's going to be lower. Who knows who these movie heroes going to be this week, but I'm thinking maybe Janoris Jenkins. But someone that I really want to look into picking up possibly is this Garrett Blunt. This card is absolutely insane with 85 speed, 90 excel, 95 trucking. But basically there's going to be a huge market crash. Take a look at these running backs. There's not really that many super high overall running backs. Is there even any 92 overall running backs? And just Jerome Bettis. Now he's 500k and he's a big trucking back. Now you could see a Marshawn Lynch Most Feared, which would be absolutely amazing because you probably have higher trucking than this Jerome Bettis, and this Jerome Bettis will take a huge dip in price, especially if that Marshawn Lynch is a 92, 93 overall, and then when he rages to say a 96, 97 overall, this Jerome Bettis could probably be about 350, 400k. Another smart thing that you could do that I'll definitely recommend doing is that on my head there's also a thing called a team builder, so you can go ahead in there and you can pick a team that you want. So if you throw your team in there right now, save it, and take a screenshot of how much they cost, come back to it about 3 to 4 days into the Most Feared promo, and take a look at how much the price has dipped. You guys will be absolutely amazed to see how much the price changed. And also, you can go in there and make a lineup that you guys want to get once the Most Feared promo does drop. Like, I'm probably going to sell this Tyrann Mathieu, this Eric Berry, and then I'm just going to wait first off because I don't know who's going to be in the Most Feared promo. But it's going to be some big guys that are, big name like DeAndre Hopkins, Cam Chancellor, Ndamukong Suh, Geno Atkins. You're going to have basically the big, scary, mean guys. Vontaze Burfict probably going to get a card. Those guys are probably going to get cards. Like Terrell Suggs is definitely a Most Feared player in the NFL. You got Randy Moss who could possibly get one. And someone I think is definitely going to win could possibly Brian Dawkins or Ed freaking Reed. Now we already know Ed Reed is in the game, so Most Feared would be an awesome time for EA to release that Ed Reed. And everybody wants to use that Reed because he's a ball hawking safety, and they had a master set, I believe it was last year, Brian Dawkins. I could be wrong on that, but I know there was a Most Feared Brian Dawkins, and that card was absolutely insane. That card, especially during the Most Feared promo when it was enraged, that card was literally like 9 feet tall. Now, there was some glitches with it because of the fact that he wouldn't, play as he was 9 feet tall. Like, if you threw it up and you tried to aggressive catch with the receiver, sometimes the ball would go right over him or he wouldn't even jump for it, which is kind of weird. But a Most Feared Ed Reed, say he was a 94, 95 overall for the set. He's going to be a 99 overall once the Most Feared promo really kicks in with the enraged. So using that card is absolutely crazy, and hopefully that is the card because I can get some gameplay with that. Hopefully I can get some gameplay with that for you guys, and I definitely want to try to make a Most Feared gameplay when they are enraged, maybe a Most Feared squad in general. Now, the Most Feared players, the Most Feared silvers, the golds, they might be a little bit expensive, but also they probably release a set like they have done the past couple years where you can put in these collectibles and you'll get yourself a Most Feared player. Now, it won't be a regular Most Feared player. It'll kind of be like one of like 5 super high guys like DeAndre Hopkins, Cam Chancellor, Patrick Peterson, those types of guys, but it's going to take a lot of games and there's going to be a ton of solos to play. If you take a look at my team, the entire backfield is NAT, and then I'm probably just going to sell Brandon Brooks, Taylor Lewan. All the high overall guys that are auctionable are definitely going to be hitting the auction block, especially since you never know who could be getting an upgrade in here. Fletcher Cox could be an upgrade. Basically, anyone that's kind of a scarier player Now, we do have to take into effect the people that got injured. Aaron Rodgers possibly out for the season. He could possibly be getting a new card. You take a look at Odell Beckham. He could be getting a new card. Maybe just some type of really good receiver. It's really scary. Like, not saying Des Bryant is, absolutely amazing like he used to be, but Des Bryant usually does get a most feared card, and those cards are freaking absolutely glitchy. Especially in most feared Des Bryant, who's already 6'3". When he gets the enraged, I believe they grow like 2 feet or something. So it could be like an 8-foot tall Des Bryant. That's definitely something you don't want to face on the field. Now, we can also begin maybe a Randy Moss. Now, it's really going to depend on who we get and how hard the market will crash. So if we get a most fair Randy Moss, rest in peace to the market for the wide receivers. Now, if you take a look at the cornerbacks, I don't think we've gotten a Patrick Peterson upgrade just yet. And Pat Pete usually does get some upgrades. I'm almost positive that Patrick Peterson doesn't have an upgrade yet. But Pat Pete usually does get an upgrade when it comes to most feared time. And that will kill the cornerback market as well. Now, defensively, on the defensive line, you're probably looking at an Ndamukong Suh or, maybe a Geno Atkins, someone like that. Defensive ends, J.J. Watt usually, literally, always gets a card. And with J.J. Watt being out for the year again, his odds of getting the card definitely are up there. But basically, save a ton of coins, sell your team right now. If you're not going to sell your entire team, make sure to sell your most expensive cards. Now, this does come out on Friday. Today's the 16th, comes out on the 20th of October, so make sure to go ahead and do that right now. And also go ahead in my head and build a team, like a lineup that you guys want to use. If you guys want to build a team of your team right now, screenshot it and take a look at the coins that you're going to save, because you'll see during like the most fair promo, you can go back and see the value of your team is going to take a huge dip. But if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and comment. I'll see you guys next time.